to make sure he does this properly. And this goes definitely in order. Okay, after this and going into the unknown, but into a happier place with you, Divine Feminine, okay, is a wish fulfillment for him, and it'll bring about the balance, I do believe, with the family and you. Because for some of us, if we're dealing with a fire sign, if our Divine Masculine is a fire sign, I have a feeling that, or if you're a fire sign, I have a feeling that, he either won't introduce you to the family just yet. Okay, there's going to be a delay of introducing you to the family, or if you, or you know, there's going to be like something where he like brings you around but doesn't introduce you as such. Okay, there may be like, you know, a delay in that. Okay, because he's still worried and he's still scared, and there's still a lot that he has to do and decide and think about. All right, see what we got for the Temperance card. The King of Swords for the Temperance. So I think this has to do with speech, with a mindset. I think the logical thing for him once he does make that move and come towards you is to build small, is to start small with one another. Okay, you guys will be starting small. The fire and the water, okay, you guys will be starting small. Air and water, air and fire, you guys will be starting small, okay? Okay, with the Six of Wands, more air, more fire. The air and fire, you guys will be definitely starting small. But you'll grow gradually, and people are going to start to see. I think there's going to be people there who already kind of know what's going on. Okay, there's like fire energy a lot here. They're going to already kind of know what's going on. Okay, but you're going to be welcomed for the hard work that you put in. You guys are going to try to conquer and push through all of the words and the competition. You know, there's like a rank with who he's been with, okay? And you're going to fight through this. You're going to fight through it, Divine Feminine, okay? But I want to say that he does believe that you are strong. He does believe that you are, that you two are in love. He does want you with him on this. Like, there's like, I think he has like some of them may have like, if they're an air sign or a fire sign, they have like a big family, and their opinion really matters, but he wants you to be a part of that, okay? They're probably like a really old-fashioned traditional family, but he wants you to be a part of that, okay? This air sign is trying to tell you that he wants you to be a part of his family, okay. I feel like there's going to be a major competition here. If you know that the karmic is like an earth sign, there's going to be like a major competition here. Like when you're to be coming around the family, like I said, there's almost like there's large shoes to fill. But I mean, we're getting a little off topic, but I do believe that he wants you to know that, you know, you need to have some patience with him, because it's not as easy as you think to just bring someone into the family, bring someone into his life. And this air sign has kids, or this Divine Masculine has kids, or it's just something as important as, okay, or a reputation. But I mean, he's not going to let any of that stop him from going to you and working to bring you in and working on you too. Again, it's going to go very slow, okay? There's going to be like a structural matter. Like if you're not very like structural and Divine Feminine, he is, and he's going to make sure that you guys succeed, and I think you're going to succeed for sure. Yeah, and then the King of Wands for this being you succeeding. I think he wants to tell you that he sees you doing very good in his family, very good in his life, okay? I think from this point he already knew you were, I think he already knew you were going to do good, but he's planning. So a lot of them could be at different stages of this right now. But have patience and know that I think he does believe in victory with you. It would be a wish fulfillment, but sometimes wishes don't come true because you see them having to do the work, right? But regardless, I think that he believes that it's not going to fail either way, because after the Star card, now we have Justice. This is like legalities, and he's very much like an air sign, or thinks like an air sign, or is very smart and strategic. He plans, you know. So, but it's like, even if he's not an air sign, this is the asset that's going to come out in him when he's making like really heavy decisions that can alter the course of his life. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely like, okay, this is going to go. If I can't get this by wishing for it and doing certain types of like work and love, telling her what I want to tell her. So this divine masculine, if he's a water sign, he's definitely trying to communicate with you his love the way he can. If you're an air sign, it may not be getting through, but he's going to learn how to communicate this. Not even so, he's going to learn how to orchestrate this. He's going to put his big boy pants on and do the work. But either way, I don't think he believes that it can fail with you. It's either going to come through in a wish or some sort of legality. He's going to have to just get a divorce. Okay, tell me about the Justice card. Yeah, he's going to have to get a divorce and cut out that third party. So some kind of way, okay, three of swords at the bottom, he's going to have to just cut it out. So I think he also wants to tell you that there's no way that this is going to fail. I think that's part of his thinking process, okay? And it's like the thinking process clarifies more physical work. So he's willing to put in the work. He wants to tell you that he's willing to put in the work. That's what he wants to tell you. He's willing to showcase you. He's willing to do the work, and he's willing to showcase you. He's willing to put you out there. He doesn't give a fuck about any other relationship he's had, because it seems that this, with those 3 of swords and that 3 of cups, and then this 6 of pentacles showing 3 third parties, there's been a lot of women in and out of the family, in and out of his life, that the family know of. And then I think it's up to him to make sure that the family knows you are the one, and you guys are going to be really in the limelight. This family seems to be something really hard ass, or even just his friends. His ex may be around, or he's just someone who grabs the attention and the spotlight. So you know what I'm saying? And then it's not only that this is spiritually guided. You guys are going to have a lot of eyes on you. I sense like a power couple here, but I sense that he's willing to put in the work, and he's really, he wants to show you off. Okay? He's wanting to put in the work, though. He's adamant about that. He's passionate about that. And he wants to be strategic about it. Okay? What else do we want the divine feminine to know about the divine masculine? What else does he want to tell her? Godly, that says a lot. Did you hear that? Bloop, bloop. What else does the divine masculine want to tell the divine feminine? What else does the divine masculine want to tell the divine feminine? We have so many cards. What does the divine masculine want to tell the divine feminine spirit? Oh, wow. It fell in my lap and I'm looking at it. So we have the Empress and the 3 of Pentacles. More third party. I think we got like almost all of the third party cards out of there. Okay. All right. He wants to tell you. Oh, okay. I mean, I know we want to see the High Priestess. Okay. Or I just saw the Queen of Wands and the Death card. Let me see one more. Okay. I know. Okay. But in this reading, this is a very loyal man. Okay, if you can tell, even the spread came out in chronological order. He's not going to walk away and then think and then do the work and then a success. He's literally planning everything out. He's a very visionary man. He may have air placements, or he just likes to act like one. When business is on the table, he puts on his suit and tie. Okay, this man is no games about his success. He plays 0 games about the person he wants to be with. He plays 0 games about love. I think that's what the divine feminine may really like, because even I got a little like, ooh, like he plays no games about it. He really doesn't. Okay, he wants somebody who's straightforward and adamant about the love and putting in the work and being a woman, and someone who's like wife material. He's very serious about it. And I think he's trying to tell you that he knows it's going to be you. He's just trying to see how he's going to make it happen. I believe, like, not only about the third party situation, he's like, I think this man, especially if he's like, okay, because I see a lot of air energy, so if he's a Gemini, he's a ladies man. Like, a lot of women like him, and then there's a lot of people around him and stuff like that. But regardless of who he is, again, he has that like business-like mentality. So people are all over him, even if it's a water sign or anything. But I think I think this Empress, now, I'm going to clarify it and hopefully I'm not wrong, but the way it came out is he wants to tell you that he thinks you're mad beautiful. Like, again, like there's a few readings where he may see this you as like a lustful woman, a mistress, because of like where it's orchestrating, but because he's thinking about bringing you into the light, he sees you for who he sees you, who you've been, and he's going to choose you regardless of what he thinks that this person stemmed from. Does that make sense? Go back and watch videos if it doesn't, and don't skip through them. Because in readings where the divine masculine came up in the devil energy, and so did the divine feminine, that's the energy you've been in, both of you. You've been orchestrating in the dark, only looking out to see the light at the end of the tunnel. He is finally trying to walk out of the light, walk out of the darkness and into the light. Because you guys have been in devil energy, the divine masculine is only seeing you as a mistress, or like a, because you're basically ruining the relationship. I mean, he has to do this type of thing, but it's not ruining the relationship. It is ruining any, shit that ain't supposed to be happening, shit that's supposed to be there. Do you understand? It's like he has to keep going through this. Rewind to the beginning of the video to hear that. But I think he's going to accept you for who you are, is what I'm trying to say, for who you are right now, because you're not going to come off as a completely different person in life. You are who you are, and it's not only about first impressions. He's going to accept you for who you are, and how and why he likes you. What he knows right now, he's going to accept, and he's going to evaluate. Business mind likes mentality. A man putting on his big boy pants. Someone masculine. Someone masking their masculine energy. They're putting on their masculine energy, and they're going to accept you for who you are. This beautiful, loving nature, mother nature woman. But it's like, why you're not coming up as the high priestess is because this is what he sees you as, and there's nothing negative about it. But honey, especially if he's been married and he's going to get a divorce, I mean, marriage is completely traditional and old-fashioned. Anybody who's been in the sack with you while you've been married is a mistress. But I don't think he wants to see you in a negative light. But you are this beautiful temptress, okay? You know what I'm saying? Who has all this potential to be a wife. You're not a hoe. He does not see you like that. But again, for all that he sees you for in the dark, you got to give somebody credit for seeing any beauty in the dark. Like the rose that rose from concrete kind of thing. I was talking about that with a client just today, actually. Seeing the beauty being formed on Mars. No life is supposed to be grown on Mars, and it's just seeing the beauty for things that have. It's having an open mind. It's knowing that there's right loves just at the wrong time, okay? Regardless, I could go on and on and on and on and on, but he sees the beauty of you, and he sees that you're not going anywhere. You're a major arcana too, and the high priestess, I believe, had to go through her stages to become the chosen one. She has, the abundance hanging behind her on a sheet to represent that she embodies this character too. You know what I'm saying? And I think, divine feminine, as you're rising up from the ashes, he sees that. He sees you rising up from the ashes. He sees that you're just not some temptress who's just there to suck his dick, and be on your merry way. And he doesn't see you as somebody who's just trying to ruin their relationship, his marriage. That's you can see that, especially in the dark. Anything can come up from that. So, but I think in this third party situation, we saw those. Go back to the part 2, or whichever part that is, where I said he's cutting out third parties. He's definitely he's doing the work. We saw that in the spread. Okay, it's his time to shine just as much as it is yours, but he's seeing you for your empress. He's seeing you for your assets, for the beauty of you. Okay, keep coming up from the ashes, because I'm not going to go there. Never mind. But he's going to choose you. And for all that you are, okay? So that's beautiful, and he's going to cut out third parties, and he's going to choose you. This is a wish fulfillment, and then not only if it doesn't work out with the wish, I think this is also a backup plan. This is the balance of the scales that works in the divine anyway, in the divinity anyway. And then if anything, he'll get a divorce. This is what this justice card really talks about. So if you want to go from spiritual aspect to reality, it's not going to fail. That's what this is trying to tell us. Okay, we got the King of Wands. So let's get something about the Empress, and then we'll close out, okay? Let's get some cards about this Empress and his aspect. Let's see all the things that he believes in you, but that he's going to take. Now remember, The Empress isn't perfect. She's on this earth. Go look up the Empress card and look at her in reverse. She's definitely human. So let's see what he thinks about you, Divine Feminine, with this Empress card. Okay, let's clarify the Empress. What does the Divine Masculine think about the Empress? Think about the Divine Feminine. Why is the Empress here? What does he think about the